Hi, my name's Ken Black. I'm a guy that likes to think about data. I like to teach and inform and to inspire others to do the types of things that I've been doing for a few years. Well, more than a few years, probably like about almost 40 years now. So thanks for coming over to my channel to investigate some of the work I've been doing over the past 5 years. I've been doing an independent study on global warming, and I've really been trying to uncover the truth about global warming in terms of what the data tells us. I'm not talking about the truth of why it's happening or if it's happening. I'm letting the data speak. So I'm a guy that uses a tool called Tableau, another tool called Alteryx. Here's a Tableau t-shirt, your data only hotter. No pun intended as far as global warming goes, but just happened to be the shirt that I wore today. And what I want to do is show you a little bit about my work. So as I said, for 5 years I've been uncovering the temporal and spatial changes that have been happening with respect to global temperatures. And this work is the kind of work that you do when nobody's looking and nobody pays attention and no one really seems to care much about. I mean, we should all be caring about it, but in terms of total readership, doesn't really happen much as far as I'm concerned on my work. But that's okay. I'm not doing it for notoriety. I'm doing it for myself and for my 7-year-old son. So if you go to datablends.com and you come under the series, there's a thing here called Climate Change Quantified. And before I talk about that for a minute, I just want to give you a little bit of information about me. So who am I and what gives me the qualifications to even do this work? Well, here's my about me page, and I have received some special recognition, one of which is being called an Alteryx Ace. Alteryx is a data prep and blending tool. It's a full predictive analytics suite. Goes way beyond data prep and blending. You can do amazing things with spatial analytics, demographic analytics, predictive analytics, prescriptive, the whole suite of analytics services you can do through Alteryx. I've been using that software for maybe around 6 years now, and I'm also a Tableau Zen Master. I've been using Tableau for about 12 years. I'm new to the Zen Master scene, but just to give you a little bit of an idea of my working history, first 20 years I was an environmental consultant. I'm a geologist by training with a specialization in computing and mathematics, applied mathematics. So I was a computational hydrogeologist that worked on environmental remediation, primarily the remediation of water supplies. Then I became a process improvement consultant for about 8 years, looked at all different types of industries, spent a lot of time working with data from companies all around the world. And then for the past 4.5 years, I've been working for General Motors, working on the automotive industry, data from the automotive industry, including streaming data from vehicles and travel and expense and financial data and all types of things. The combination of Alteryx and Tableau allow you to do many things that are really incredible with amazing speed and insight. So going back to the series on climate change quantified, I don't want this to be long, but basically I was inspired by a process improvement consultant who one day told me that global climate, as shown right here, global warming is not real, it's fake. And that was in 2012. Here we are in 2019, about 7 years later, and I've buried myself in this topic for quite a long time, and the things I'm learning are truly remarkable. The fact is, it snowed in Colorado yesterday, 2 feet in Denver, first day of summer, and it doesn't surprise me. And it doesn't surprise me because of what I've uncovered in the data. And so if you take the time to follow this blog, I'm in phase 3 right now. I just gave a presentation last week in Nashville at the Alteryx conference of my phase 3 results. I don't know where this is headed. I don't have a plan. It just comes to me when I have time. I work on it and share the information, and there's lots of things to learn in these articles I've written. And part of this educational process is not just about global warming, but it's also a training course on how you learn to work with big data in a professional analytics way, in ways that are both open your mind and allow you to see things that nobody else has ever seen in data. It's kind of like when you find a fossil, you open up the rock and there's the fossil, you're the first one to see it. That's what happens when you use Alteryx and Tableau in combination. And that's what I've been working on for years. That's been my mission. And so this blog is filled with hundreds of articles on how that happens. I am what would be considered a modern day data scientist. I work on all kinds of things using different programming techniques. I program in more than 10 different languages. And I use Tableau and Alteryx on a daily basis. So that's what this blog is about. Climate change is part of it, and there's lots of other topics. If you go back to explore the blog, there's methods that allow you to explore it. There's different series that are useful and interesting to read. Things like how to improve your data comprehension, how to do mathematical modeling. I did a multi-year blogging experiment and all the things I learned about that. So that's it for now. Thanks for listening, and I hope more people start paying attention to what's going on with our climate and follow this series. You can sign up for this blog right here, putting an email address. I don't send it to anybody. I don't monetize this. I've never made a penny on any of this work. So this is not about making money. This is about sharing and teaching people and trying to inspire. So thanks for listening.